Hi, it's that fantasy chick, and it's Wednesday. We're back with another stream, and we're back to talk about another couple of episodes of The Peacemaker. I gave it another chance, and I'm talking about two more episodes of The Peacemaker, episodes 4 and 5, I believe. And before I talk about that, I have another article about Barbie, Lord, I'm about to say Bobby. Another article about Barbie busting the box office, but this time she's beating The Dark Knight as Warner Brothers' largest box office, blah, blah, blah. I have an article, of course. Okay. So Barbie becomes biggest Warner Brothers movie ever at the domestic box office, beating The Dark Knight. Greta Gerwig's movie, based on the world's most iconic fashion doll, keeps dancing past one record after another. Barbie has conquered the bats. On Tuesday, the box office sensation notched another major milestone when passing up Christopher Nolan's The Dark Knight to become the biggest Warner Brothers movie ever in North America, not adjusted for inflation. Barbie's Tuesday haul was 6.1 million for a domestic total of 537.4 million. In 2008, The Dark Knight topped out at 536 million. Inspired by Mattel's famous doll, Barbie jumped the $1.2 billion mark at the worldwide box office on Tuesday, where it is the second biggest Warner Brothers release in history behind the final Harry Potter film, which grossed 1.34 billion globally, not adjusted for inflation. Bullish observers believe Barbie can pass The Boy Wizard as well. Among other key records shattered, Greta Gerwig ranks as the highest grossing female director of all time at the domestic box office, solo or otherwise. After skating past Frozen 2 and the highest grossing female director of a live action movie at the worldwide box office, after passing up the 1.3 billion earned by Marvel Studios' 2019 superhero pick Captain Marvel, which is directed by Anna Boden and Ryan Fleck. Frozen 2 grossed 1.43 billion worldwide. As fate would have it, Barbie is linked to Nolan in more ways than one. Gerwig's movie opened opposite Nolan's Oppenheimer over the July 21st to 23rd weekend, with the two event picks succeeding in rescuing the summer box office and igniting moviegoing. From Universal, Oppenheimer has also exceeded all expectations, earning well north of 650 million to date. The 3-hour biographical drama about the father of the atomic bomb is already Nolan's fifth biggest film in the global box office. But I'm just excited. I'm excited for I'm excited for two reasons. I'm excited because of, of course, because of the first for the female director and all of the box office uh first and box office records that they're just breaking with this movie. And I'm excited because, I'm a Barbie girl. And Barbie is just busting down doors. People loving this movie. And it's just like I was not expecting this. I was not expecting a movie about one of my favorite dolls to just go this far, this fast. It It's blowing me away. Nobody said it was better than The Dark Knight, but it beat The Dark Knight. It's making more money than The Dark Knight. It's the top is basically made more money than The Dark Knight. It's now Warner Brothers top earner. Movie that's made the most money for Warner Brothers is now no longer The Dark Knight. It's now Barbie. It was destined for greatness. It was destined for greatness. I do believe that. And it was an amazing movie. It was an amazing movie based off an amazing brand. And it just had a lot of things going for it. It had the nostalgia factor, it had a lot of fanfare. I mean, people have been excited for this film ever since it was announced. I knew it was going to be a hit the moment it was announced because people were really, really excited for this film. They were really excited for this film. I mean, I was a Barbie fan, but I couldn't tell you why people were so excited for this film. But I went to go see it, and I was like, "Oh, this film is good. This film is really, really good." But yeah, so really excited for it to be busting down doors and overtaking The Dark Knight. Really excited about that. So, okay, now for the Peacemaker. Okay, so a lot happened in these next two episodes. We discover Myrn's a butterfly. What's up with that? Um, what's up with that? Why is that? How is that? Why is he determined to stop an alien invasion that he is a part of? Hmm. I did not convince you Peacemaker was trash. I told you. I did not tell you it was trash. I told you if you liked it, you should have continued to watch it. I never told you to stop watching it. I never told you to stop watching it. Ever. I told you to keep watching it. Except Don Cheadle being a squirrel makes more sense than Mern being a butterfly. Because it's not like Don Cheadle whole job was to track down squirrels because they had no idea the squirrels even existed until the squirrels told them that they existed. So, yeah, crazy. That was crazy. Um, then you had then of course he had to go and tell his father the truth. It's just like, dude, like I get it. You have parental trauma and you feel an unnecessary what do you call it? Loyalty to this man who has no loyalty to you. But why do you have to go and tell him the truth? Now he's going to use that truth against you. Now everybody got to clean up your mess. I mean, they was cleaning up your mess in the first place by by framing him, and apparently he's the white dragon. So It wasn't hurting anybody putting this man in jail. He belongs there. I was really hoping Vigilante was going to kill him too. I was really hoping that Vigilante was going to kill him too. I was hoping that he was going to get to him and kill him before he so. But the fact that you know he didn't, he made it worse. But the man sent in somebody who shut it down. I was like, okay, so he took care of it. But then you had somebody who just like what was that in Andor? Somebody who you have somebody who just can't let it go, and it's like that's not your job. You just let it go. When your boss tell you to let it go, you let it go. Why is it always on TV? There's always somebody who just can't let it go and always have to. I'm gonna go above their head and I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that. In real life, you're gonna let it go so you can keep your job, so you can keep paying your bills. It's like nobody is that gung ho in real life. It's just a job. Like, really? He's the white dragon. He belongs in jail. Um, no, it looks like the Peacemaker's brother had a seizure because he was foaming he fell out and he was foaming at the mouth. He looks like he had a seizure. And of course, the father probably blamed the Peacemaker because he's ignorant. But to me, it looked like he had a seizure, and Peacemaker is traumatized by it because he was a kid when it happened. And of course, instead of having a loving parent to talk him through it, he had some ignorant racists who just blamed him for it. But from what I could see, he just had a seizure. That's from what I could see. And I don't think you can cause somebody unless he knocked him on the head. Now I missed what happened right before the seizure. I missed what happened right before the seizure. So unless he knocked him on his head somehow, he couldn't, there was no way he could have caused that seizure unless he knocked him in his head. But I missed what happened right before he fell out and had his seizure. But I really truly believe no one was to blame for that boy dying. I think he asked her about that because he himself has questions about his brother's death. So he probably wants to know what they know and see if they can give him answers that he doesn't have. That's what it seems like to me. So, but it was very interesting to see the vigilante in action, to see that he was good at handling himself without weapons in that jail with that Aryan Brotherhood. He could handle himself, and he was taking them all out to the point where the father was like, "Oh no, I'm not about to fight you." You are not about to goad me into hitting you first. There's cameras everywhere. Old man was too smart for his own good. But that's why he's the leader of the Aryan Brotherhood, the White Dragon. That's why he belongs in jail. So I'm also trying to figure out what is up with the diary that Amanda Waller wanted her daughter to plant in Peacemaker's trailer. Who's supposed to find it and what is it supposed to do? Is it supposed to frame him? What is it supposed to frame him for? So for vigilante? No. I seriously doubt that. I doubt that. Seriously. I seriously doubt that. Mm-mm. I don't believe that at all. I don't believe that at all. mm. I don't think so. I don't think so. I emphatically disagree. I emphatically disagree with hardcore checking out vigilante. Mm, I disagree. Because I mean, this is hardcore, and I just, first of all, I just can't believe in the will they or won't they of anyone on this show, let alone her and Peacemaker, let alone her, and definitely not her and Vigilante. Just no. No, it's a no for me. It's a no for me, dog. Straight up no. No, no, no. So, okay. So what we got? We got Mern's a butterfly. Vigilance didn't um fail to kill the father. We got what's her name? Song, Detective Song, going over her going over her boss's head to her uncle the judge to get a warrant. But it's like once you get that warrant, what are you going to do with that warrant? Your boss still has to, it's like once you execute this warrant, you still going to have to take this back to your boss. Your boss can still shut you down with this warrant. There's only so much you can do going over your boss's head. And what do you expect to find? Everything that they were able to find in the system was changed. So what do you expect to find that was going to show you that he's the murderer and not his father? I just it just her little mission seems futile to me. If I were her, I would just give it up. I'm not gonna fight for somebody who keeps, for I don't care about this whole, you know, oh, oh, if the system doesn't work and blah, blah, blah. Like, no, he belongs in jail. He's just going to stay there, whether he did it or not. My boss is not going to let me find, get the real killer. Then, well, he's just going to sit there because I'm pretty sure he's killed other people before. All these other murderers bow down to him. He's a murderer. He's where he belongs. And then finally we have, what's her name? Adebayo, putting on Peacemaker's helmet and discovering Mern's a butterfly. And that's where we leave off. With him discovering that she's discovering he's a butterfly and chasing her out into the rain. The fingerprint thing pissed her off. And I get over it. It's like the moment somebody else told me, oh, it came back that it was a match and my boss told me to let it go, I've let it go. I've let it go. Who are you fighting for? Let it go. Not the white dragon. I ain't fighting for him. I let that bastard stay in jail. I'm just wondering, is Adebayo, whatever her name is, Waller's daughter, is she going to survive Mern's attack in the brain? Is she going to survive his attack in the brain? And if she does, how is he going to convince her to get on her? He's either going to have to kill her, but he can't kill her because she's Waller's daughter, whether he knows it or not. Because if he kills her, then he brings down the wrath of Amanda Waller on his head. So he can't kill her. So he has to convince her to join his side somehow. Somehow he has to convince her that he's a good alien. So, yeah. This was interesting. So it took a while for the show to pick up. Like I said, first couple of episodes, I didn't really grab me. Like I said, the third episode was better. And like I said, that's why I usually give shows 3 to 4 episodes a chance. Brand new shows, I would usually give it 3 episodes if it's really bad, but I'll give it a 4th if it's doing okay. Because sometimes it takes 3 to 4 episodes before it finds its rhythm. And by the 4th episode, I found its rhythm. Yeah, they're both equal in importance to the show, but she's Amanda Waller's daughter. So she's rock, cover, scissors. She is rock, cover, scissors. If she dies, Amanda Waller blows up that whole squad. No doubt. No doubt. So She has to survive. If I find the time this weekend, I have a very busy weekend coming up. I have um, my high school alumni picnic this weekend. I know we have one every year, but we get together. It's it's all year. It's like a all year. What do they call it? All class, all class alumni picnic, and they go way back. Like every class has its own little area. And I've gone and I've seen some classes from the 50s, like literally the class of 1950 something. And I'm like, y'all are some troopers. Y'all are some troopers. So because there's so many classes, it's not just the part of a park. We'll have to take over an entire park, and we've gone and we've walked around an entire park, and we've seen all this. Is massive. It's a massive undertaking. But yeah, so that's what. And then of course it's the this Blue Beetle. So between that and Blue Beetle, I'm just busy all weekend. So if I can find the time, I will be binging Peacemaker, because then Ahsoka starts Tuesday. So if I can't find the time to binge before, I should, hopefully I can find the time to binge before Monday, because I think Ahsoka starts Tuesday or Wednesday. So next Wednesday will be Ahsoka. They're not pulling up in wheelchairs. They're very, very loyal. I'm like, they're so loyal. I'm like, we are not in a small, this is like small town loyalty. Like you know how you watch movies, and how the small towns be rooting for high school, be like strong on their high school because that's all they have. That's what it feels like here. Like we're from the big city, right? Why are we just tight on the high school? But it's hilarious. It's hilarious. It's fun though. It is fun to go. I will, if I will post. I will post while I'm binging, if I'm binge. Smallville type reunion. Yes, it's it's definitely. Although my high school was very big, because my high school class, although it although it reduced when we first came in as freshmen, my class was about 700 and something students. By the time we graduated, we were only about like 440. So it was about 440 of us who graduated. But every year it was like that. It was like 700 and something of us, and the class after us was like 800 and something. And then then we also had seventh and eighth graders. So there was at least 2 to 3,000 kids in that school at one time. It was a lot of kids in that school. That school was packed. It was packed all the time. So there's a lot of people at these reunions. A lot of people at these reunions. But but yeah. So if I find the time, I will be binge watching The Peacemaker. But this week is the Blue Beetle. The Blue Beetle comes out, so I have to go see that. I have to make time to go see that at some point. Um, and so I'll be talking about that on Monday. And then, of course, since Ahsoka comes out next week, Friday's video will be about Star Wars. So I'm working on that. And then also next Monday I'll be talking about I'll be going to DragonCon. So it'll be closer then. So then I'll let you know then. It should be, I am not good on dates. So I'll have the dates then to let you know, which I don't know which lives I'll be missing and which I'll be making. Maybe because like I may miss a couple because I'll be traveling. But I'll still have the videos. The videos will still go up on Friday. So I won't miss a video, but I may miss a live or two. Because, be going around the con. I'll be traveling or going around the con. So actually, I think both days is traveling days. But either way. Blue Beetle. Blue Beetle is going to, I'm not, Blue Beetle got so little promotion. I'm not worried about anybody else being in this theater with me when I go this weekend. I don't think nobody remembers Blue Beetle is even coming out but me. I'm gonna go and I'm going to relax in an empty theater. It's the end of summer. Nobody is checking for the Blue Beetle. Nobody's talked about the Blue Beetle. Nobody's talked about the Blue Beetle. Nobody checking for the Blue Beetle. I'm just going because it's it's DC. I'm a DC girl. I have to give, I have to rep for DC. So I'm gonna go. So I'm gonna go and maybe we'll see how and um and maybe it's really good. Just because they didn't put any effort behind it doesn't mean it's not a good movie. And then the next thing, oh, I don't have it on my computer, it's on my phone. The next thing I believe will be Aquaman. I think Aquaman is next, but that's not until December. Oh, no, 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 no. It's the Marvels. Forget all about the Marvels. So after this, see, that's why I need to put that on my computer. So Blue Beetle, then there's the Marvels, and then there's Aquaman. But I haven't had to avoid anything for the Marvels either. And it's August. But we'll see how much promotion that they won't be able to promote anything at DragonCon either because of these strikes. So these strikes is just messing up all the movie promotions. And that's probably why there hasn't been hardly any promotion for Blue Beetle is because of all these strikes. And the movie theaters just don't know what to do for promotion without pimping out their actors. So it's like you still can do social media campaigns, but oh wow. Definitely gonna see the Marvels though. Definitely gonna see the Marvels. It has Monica Rambeau in it. Um, but that is all for now. So I will. So yeah. So I shall let you know about my binge watching in the. Oh my goodness! Hey, Shakira, how are you doing? Oh my goodness! Oh, what have you been up to? Have you been singing everywhere? Are you still acting and everything? Oh my gosh. So excited to see you. I was just getting ready to leave. I think last time I was getting ready, the last live I was getting ready to leave, and a friend popped on. But yeah, what was I saying? I can't remember what I was saying. But so happy that you came to stop by, Shakira. I have actually been thinking about you because I forget why, but I have been thinking about you, and probably because I've been looking at the short films and probably been looking at Moye Premier and thinking about that. Writing in online shops. Ah, cool. Sounds cool. Sounds cool. But I have been thinking about you. Need to catch up. I won't be in ready for the next acting project. Sounds good. You should definitely. Are you writing your next acting project? That would be something. But I have been thinking about you and thinking about when we were talking about doing the Moye Premier as a feature. And I'm here in Chicago. But we do need to work together again for something. With we need to work together again for something else. We need to figure that out because that was fun working together with you. But but we have to figure out where that will be since I'm in Chicago and you're out there. uh, but okay, these lights are making me hot, so I am going to head out for the evening. Okay, so, but we definitely need to get together and talk for sure. For sure, for sure, we need to talk. So we need to hook up and talk. Um, so we need to connect. My email is the same. So let's connect. Um, to do. But yeah, so Okay, so yeah, so I will notify you guys what I'm going to be doing on the community page. But my next video is going up on Friday, and I will see you all again on Monday. In the meantime, thanks for watching.